Imagine waking up one morning to discover that an entire town has disappeared. Every house, every street, every person, gone, like it never existed. No warning, no survivors, no answers. This isn't just a legend. It's an actual case from deep within the Appalachian Mountains. Tonight, we unravel the mystery of a place known only in whispers. Ravenmoor, a town that vanished overnight and left behind only echoes. In 1994, a survey team from the Tennessee Department of Natural Resources was tasked with updating topographical data for a rural mountain region bordering North Carolina. The area had long been isolated, with limited access roads and minimal mapping. The team expected to encounter vast woodland, maybe some old logging trails. But what they found instead was deeply unsettling. About 47 miles into the dense forest, they stumbled upon an area that bore the faint traces of civilization. A few broken lampposts, eroded asphalt, metal debris partially swallowed by the forest. There were no standing structures, no people, no clear signs of current habitation. But something caught the attention of one of the team members. A rusty, green street sign that read, Ravenmoor Boulevard. None of them had heard of a town called Ravenmoor. When they reported it, their supervisors thought it was just remnants of an old mining outpost. But curiosity took hold. Old satellite records were pulled. Oddly, on a single 1972 topographical map, the town of Ravenmoor was clearly labeled, with roads, a population of 128, and buildings marked. Then, nothing. No other map showed Ravenmoor. No census data. No property records. It was like the town had existed only briefly, and then vanished. Months later, a local urban explorer named Jason Collier read about the mysterious report. He contacted the department and requested more information, but most of the files were sealed. Undeterred, Jason ventured into the woods. Guided by topographical coordinates he pieced together. After 2 days of hiking, he found what the survey team saw and more. Jason took over 120 photos. He captured half-buried mailboxes with rusted names, outlines of house foundations overtaken by roots, a collapsed school sign that read, Ravenmoor Elementary. In the debris of what looked like an old post office, he found a weather-worn journal under rubble. It belonged to someone named Beatrice Lorne, dated 1973. March 4, 1973. They say the trees are singing again. Loud this time. Not like the wind, this is something deeper. Rhythmic. Like voices in harmony. March 11th. Father Andrew canceled Sunday service. He said, there's something inside the woods. Something watching us. March 24th. The sky turned red for 6 minutes yesterday. Not sunset red. Bloody. People stood in the streets, looking up. No one said a word. The final entry was dated March 28th, 1973. The birds have stopped singing. The well water is black. The trees are whispering our names now. Something is coming. We all feel it. Jason returned to civilization, shaken but eager to share his findings. He posted images and entries online. The story went semi-viral. Paranormal forums exploded with speculation. 2 weeks later, Jason went missing. A few months after Jason's disappearance, a retired woman named Martha Lennox from a nearby county contacted an investigative podcast. She claimed to remember Ravenmoor and that she lived there for the first 6 years of her life. But when asked for photos, documents, or anything to prove its existence, she had none. She said her family left in 1971 after her younger brother went missing near the forest line. She described strange occurrences from her childhood. Clocks stopping at 3:17 a.m. every night, neighbors hearing whispers in their attics, trees that changed position overnight. Her mother, she claimed, said the town was cursed land, built atop something older than God. But the most chilling part? Martha said there was no way to leave Ravenmoor once the fog came. It would find you if you tried, she said. It didn't like you knowing too much. When reporters tried to verify her identity or her claims, they ran into dead ends. Birth records, school enrollment, even utility bills, nothing confirmed Martha Lennox ever existed in Ravenmoor. And yet, she knew the town's layout. She knew names of streets, shops, and people, including Beatrice Lorne, the name from the journal Jason found. In 2001, a private paranormal research group known as the Larkwood Institute organized an expedition to rediscover Ravenmoor. Equipped with better GPS tools and satellite data, they entered the woods on June 12th. They live-streamed their journey, which drew tens of thousands of viewers. At exactly 2:44 a.m. on day 3, something happened. The stream began to glitch, static,
Distorted audio.
and then the feed cut out entirely. The search and rescue team found the expedition camp. Tents shredded, food untouched, gear scattered, but no people. The only clue left behind was a Polaroid nailed to a tree. It showed the research group standing in front of a massive oak tree. In the background was a town. A clear shot of Ravenmoor. Houses intact. Lights on. Figures standing in windows. This photo was analyzed extensively. No evidence of editing. No clear explanation. To this day, none of the Larkwood researchers have been found. To this day, the Ravenmoor mystery remains unsolved. Theory 1. Government cover-up. Some believe Ravenmoor was part of a covert psychological experiment gone wrong. A remote town isolated for behavioral testing, possibly exposed to unknown substances or technologies. When things spiraled, it was buried, literally and figuratively. Theory 2. Dimensional rift. Others claim Ravenmoor sat on a fault line between realities, that the town slipped into another dimension. This theory is often cited alongside the unusual electromagnetic readings taken near the site, readings that spike wildly, then vanish. Theory 3. The entity in the woods. Paranormal believers think Ravenmoor was claimed by something ancient, a spirit or force tied to the land. Several references in folklore from native tribes in that region speak of a watcher in the trees, an entity that erases what it consumes. Regardless of the theory, one truth remains. Ravenmoor was real, and now it's gone. A town erased from maps. Community lost to time. A place that lingers only in fragments. Photos, journals, whispers. Was Ravenmoor a victim of something supernatural, or a forgotten piece of dark history deliberately hidden from us? One day someone might find the truth. But the real question is, do you really want them to?